It's Preparation Day in Grant, and for its tiny population of 250, the chore is magnanimous. Tomorrow they'll feed an estimated 30,000 hungry travelers from across the country. Tomorrow is Fish Festival Day in Grant. Every year about this time, the people of Grant get together to show neighboring communities what cooperation is all about. They'll serve some 10,000 pounds of mackerel, 600 gallons of shucked oysters, 1,000 pounds of picked crab meat from the Indian River blue crab population, 2,000 pounds of coleslaw, 600 gallons of baked beans, and seas of coffee, soft drinks, and milk. It's a task, okay, but they love it.
Our profit goes to the upkeep of our community center here for a recreation program. We are a small town. We have our own cemetery, we have a library, and we do help out with our own fire department. Now we have one fire truck, and it's a terrific little town. We have 250 people, including children, and they work very hard at the festival.
Does the town look forward to the festival? It seems like there's a tremendous amount of work that goes into this, and that it would seem as though after a few years you would kind of dread, the month of February and the festival.
No, not at all. No dread. Excitement and anticipation for a better festival every year.
I believe the first year they had the festival here in Grant, there had been little thought given to handling of the crowd that would show up, and the crowd that didn't finally come to dinner, so to speak, was more than they had counted on. And they had in the city of Grant that year, the first year, a pretty good-sized traffic jam. So being prepared for the next year, they called my city and asked me would I help them in their traffic circulation plan, which I was more than glad to do. We have worked out a program over the last 5 years that we feel is a good workable traffic program.
It's fever pitch now. The planning started in September, actual work in October. Tomorrow it all pays off. The kitchen band from Melbourne will be here. The Cape Canaveral singing clowns too. Ruby Lord will be selling her famous Hush Puppy mix. It goes for 30 cents a pound. And even more importantly, some 30,000 fish fanciers from Fresno to Florida will convene to make it all worthwhile. Larry Henricks, Channel 4 News in Grant, Florida.
People, people, and more people. About 30,000 of them, to be quite frank, and they all share one thing in common, an insatiable appetite for fresh seafood. They've come from all over the country for this, the 6th Annual Grant Seafood Festival, and to be sure, a festival it is. Probably the most amazing factor to this festive feat is that it's all put together by 250 dedicated residents, the entire population of Grant. When it's all over, they will have served some 5 tons of Spanish mackerel, an estimated ton of coleslaw, oceans of coffee and soft drinks, and over 3 tons of baked beans. Some $50,000 will have changed hands, and 30,000 hungry travelers will be gorged with the finest and freshest treasures of the sea. The money will be used primarily for scholarships and a better recreation facility, and of course a bigger and better 7th Annual Fish Festival. The name of the game is community involvement, and as one onlooker put it, when you have a population of 250 and 251 people show up to help out, something's working here. Larry Henricks, Channel 4 News in Grant, Florida.